That's
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Wood. That's why people need to be quiet sometimes. Anyway, no, I'm joking. Good morning, everybody. This is the Morning Wood, where you get what, Missy?
Wood, it's so good.
Yes, indeed. Shabisky will be back. He had to restart his computer. He's having audio issues.
He's been having audio issues.
Yeah, a lot of audio issues. But it is a good day because we're joined by the lovely Miss Scientist Mel. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on your show again.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the awesome Midwest Grow Maverick, he's back.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? And like I said, Shabisky will be back in a minute. He's just having issues, and Missy's here though, with her beautifulness and this. I named it Warm and Fuzzy today because I was feeling my balls when I was typing the title, so I was like Warm and Fuzzy.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So the one thing I wanted to start off the show today with is something very stupid. We talked about it on tap last night, but I wanted to talk about it here too because it involves us. It's really silly shit. This guy Negs, right? This guy that thinks he's like the big bad monster here on the internet, and everybody's supposed to be scared of him. Shit. And he was, one of his things is making fun of our wish list. Okay, which is weird in itself. He bought me my nipple tassels, which he thinks that's owning me by buying me a gift and whatever. Sent me money on Cash App, whatever. But yesterday, or whenever it was, I guess it was yesterday, or night before last. That's what it was, night before last. He was going to own Shabisky. He was going to Shabisky in his place by going to Shabisky's wish list. Well, Shabisky's link is broken, right? So when he clicked on Shabisky's link, it took him to his own wish list. And he didn't realize it. He started making fun of the wish list, which was his wish list.
That's a great self-own.
I guarantee you that now that you've pointed that out,
he's already done it.
It's going to be, oh, well, I did that on purpose.
He already did that last night. He came in.
I don't think that was him in the chat.
Are you sure?
I think that was a dumbass that begins with the letter T.
Oh, it could have been. It could have been. Well, I did say that last night. I remember I did at one point said you're acting real tragic right now or something. Yeah, but
it's a tragic tragedy.
Yes, a tragic tragedy. But anyways, it's just the worst fucking way to try to, and you make yourself look like a jackass. And so the dude is just an idiot, and he's sitting there making fun of shit that he put on his wish list, and they was shabby. The guys just don't have it. He just don't got what it takes to do this. He needs to quit. Not YouTube. He can keep on doing YouTube. That's fine. But quit trying to pwn people or own people. It's not in your wheelhouse, homie.
Oh, goodness.
Now I know he's gonna clip this and say it's not in my wheelhouse. Is he kidding?
Is he kidding?
Because that's what he does when everything I say he asks, "Am I kidding?" Well, trust me, half the shit I say I am kidding, but that part, no. I'm not kidding. You need to quit.
I am blissfully unaware of this person outside of what I've seen on social media from time to time.
Well, it's a guy who, to me, basically, is just now discovering 2016.
Okay.
The edgelordness, trying to own people and shit like that, the way he acts, the way he carries himself. It's just like he started watching videos of ours from the past. And it's really weird. I mean, that shit, nobody does it anymore because it's old and done with, and we moved on, and people realized we were stupid. And so it's sad to see a dude like that, man.
I should try to be an edgelord.
I mean, I'm as about edgy as you can fucking get, and I'm not an edgelord.
That would be like watching me rap, which is comedic at best. I can't do that. That's I have that is not part of my skill set.
That's what I'm saying about this dude. I mean, the dude can do YouTube all he wants, but I don't think being a big bad picking on people is really in his wheelhouse of doing things. It's not his skill set. He needs to leave it to the people that know how to do that shit, like me.
Now, see, if I was picking on people, I'd go like science terminology and stuff like that. I'd go that route, make a few natural selection jokes, that sort of thing. But it's like,
well, it's like he doesn't even get what's happening though. It's like, okay, he sent me those tassels right for a character that I do Pimpmunk. He didn't realize that's what it was for at first. Now he acts like he knows that's what it was for. But then the other day when I got the fucking things, I had a little love note with it. I burnt the love note, and then I said something about, I just killed the whole bit because I almost burnt my house. And he was like, that's a bit? That was a bit? You stayed up all night writing that? And I'm like, you dumbass, I was joking. He just don't get it. It's like he's an idiot. It ain't like he's an idiot.
No, it's like there's a certain stage when kids are growing up. I think it's like between the ages of 8 and 10 where you have to watch what you say because they will take everything literally.
Yeah.
You can't do like little like common phrases because they'll think it's facts, it's truth. So you literally have to explain everything step by step because they will, if you say like throw it into the washer or something, they'll literally throw like the entire, like.
Yeah, it's like he's a grown ass man, but it's like he's just now hitting internet puberty.
Wow.
Yeah, basically.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the shit he says and does, I'm like, dude, that's like newbie shit. And you're supposed to be like this, and you want to act like you're a boss. Like he's like this fucking, like people should, he even called himself a legend the other day.
He's a legend?
Yeah, he said he was a legend. And I'm like.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of cringe if you got to call yourself a legend.
Yeah, nobody's there. You can't self-describe.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just. He's really trying to convince, and then of course he does have some fans, and that's okay. But what it is he because we all get diehard fans. I've got motherfuckers that will say or do whatever I tell them to do, which they shouldn't. That's a stupid thing to do. I've always said that don't. But so he's got these little fans that'll kiss his ass and tell him he's doing good. So he looks at those 15 people that may think he's great. And he takes that as everybody thinks that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is a hater.
Yep.
How does he know that those 15 people aren't just trolling him?
Because they're not. Well, there's a couple of them that are using him, which he's too stupid to realize. Tragic is using him as his bitch, and he don't even realize that. Because Tragic don't have the ability to really do this shit. Because Tragic thinks using phone filters is funny and insulting people. Which is weird. He thinks Arnold Schwarzenegger accents is awesome. It's just, dude, shut up. And so he don't really have, which I will give, what's his name next, I will give him this much of a compliment. He can talk. He's a good talker. He's a good talker, and
but so are toddlers.
Exactly. So. No, I'm talking as far as as a content creator is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
How many words does he have in his vocabulary now? He's hit internet puberty.
Yeah. It's just like he's actually, trying to act like the big boys did back in the day, and it's what he don't realize, I guess, is that. Those people are hated now, or they changed.
Yeah.
They changed their ways. I was one of those people. I was an edgelord back in the day, but I changed.
Hey, I was a 9/11 truther for like a year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I know it's embarrassing as shit, but still.
Can't hear you, Shab.
We're both doing the same bullshit.
Oh.
We're both watching Alex Jones, telling kids not to drink milk.
Wow. Yeah.
So you were stupid.
I think we were all
both
stupid.
stupid.
No, he was misinformed. You're just stupid.
I mean, I've had views that weren't weren't very progressive, and they were based on very limited knowledge. So when the whole should gay people adopt kids thing was a discussion, I didn't know that many gay people. I didn't know much about it. All I had was my very conservative upbringing going, hey, well, are gay parents going to make the kids gay? So that was something that I hadn't definitively decided on yet, but I wasn't sure. So so I'm like, okay, I don't know if gay people should adopt kids until we figure out if this is true or not. And so I had that whole thing too. But then I learned and I got better. I'm not proud of the past.
No, and neither am I on some of the things that I mean, we all change our views on things. Not like, okay, I used to be a very hardcore supporter of the death row. I still would be, however, of the death penalty. However, but the reason I'm not is because I did a lot of studying on the prison system, the justice system, and there's been people that's been wrongfully, accused. So until that's fixed, which it never will be, then I can't support that. But now it isn't because I don't want a child rapist or a murderer to not die. It's because the system's so fucked up. I don't want innocent people to die.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I'm not supportive of it now. But I used to be a hardcore supporter. I wouldn't even listen to the other side argument. But now I do. And that's the point that we need to do. But some people you can't talk to, though. Yeah. But you got to be willing to have discourse. Mm-hmm. Even with people who you hardcore disagree with. Because discourse is how people change. Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to be willing to sit down and honestly listen to the other side.
Well, I mean, if the goal is to sit there and have a conversation to educate them, that's one thing. But I have sat down and listened to the other side on various things after a while, and I'm like, y'all, I'm tired. Most of the time, they are just not interested in changing.
Well, that's what it is. There's got to be discourse. That's why it's got to actually be two people sitting down and actually trying to talk. Because I've changed my views before. Now, you have to come at me solidly and have the proof and really show me the arrows of my way, because I am kind of set in my old fucking ways, but I am willing to listen. And that's the part because a lot of us like to talk. A lot of us love to fucking talk, but we really don't like to listen.
Yeah, people only listen to respond, not really listen to understand.
Yeah, and this YouTube shit and this content shit is not because nobody comes on here to really change anybody. They come on here to get views and get drama and all that shit. So if you really want, that's the reason most of my real conversations has never been recorded.
Yeah.
Because when I turn the camera on, I'm here to entertain.
Right.
See, I posted a tweet yesterday about not doing the debate. There's certain things that you just don't debate. I'm not going to debate whether or not people should have civil rights. I'm not going to debate the shape of the earth. Yeah. I'm not going to debate whether or not vaccines are effective. There's no debate there. I don't debate people. If you want, we can talk about things and have a conversation. Yeah. But I've turned down so many of the debate me this, debate me that. And modern day debate, I think, unfollowed me because I kept turning them down.
Well, I'm gonna say so.
You want to debate evolution? Not really.
I have yet to see a real debate on YouTube. A real debate on YouTube. I hear all these people comment, they're debating. No, they're arguing. They're screaming at one another for entertainment purposes. And that I'm cool with. I'm cool with it if you want to do that. But don't call it a fucking debate, because the debate has a moderator. There's point, counterpoint. That's what the fucking debate is.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a dispassionate exchange of ideas.
Yeah.
You're stupid because you don't fucking believe what I believe.
Yeah, I see this all the time on channels. We'll debate tonight, and that's not a fucking debate.
No, it's not.
Like I said, I've yet to see a debate on YouTube. I've seen arguments and conversations, but never a debate.
Yeah, I mean, no. Somebody said, "Did modern day debate block me?" No, they unfollowed me because I kept turning them down. They wanted me to debate standing for truth, and then there was another guy who wanted to debate about whether or not the patriarchy exists. And I'm like, well, I tell you what, have him send me what his sources are. This was always my thing. I'd say, have him send me all of the sources he has that he's using for his standpoint, and I'll send mine. Never happened. Every single time I asked for that never happened. I'm like, then it's not a debate. It's a let's get somebody who has an education for me an opportunity to try to tear her down. Yeah, and I don't want to do that.
That's what this is about. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like I said, I don't have a problem with people doing this shit for entertainment purposes. That's why I turn the camera on. I try to entertain. But I'm not gonna come over here and blow smoke up your ass and act like I'm doing something that I'm not. I don't debate. Like, I've had people ask me to debate them. I'm like, no, I'll come and cuss you out, but I'm not going to debate you.
Like you did G-Man the other day.
Yeah, like I did G-Man. And see, that's how G-Man, see, people like that don't understand. And I almost sound like I'm bragging on myself, but I do know how to entertain. Like when G-Man muted me, the shit that I was being animated, it was on purpose.
Hell yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Because I am an entertainer. So I was letting people know what I was doing, even when he muted me.
See, I have a whiteboard right here because I teach college chemistry. So I would just erase this stuff and hold it up like this. So,
yeah. I'm so good though. I'm so good with like facial features and facial expression. Sorry, I'm pretty good at that shit. So people can actually get what I mean even when I don't talk.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
He kept going. He kept like unmuting you. So it was like halfway you'd be like, "And fuck you too."
Yeah. He can't. See, but G-Man's too stupid to fuck with people like me or anybody on the Geek Room or Mel or even.
He tried with me. It was funny. He wanted me and Doc Savage to go on his channel once to try to debate the freaking B12, not B12, some made up vitamin that's not actually a vitamin and how it kills cancer.
So
and I'm like, stupid. I don't want anything to do with you. You're gross.
And see, when I do take part in these every now and again, like with G-Man, because usually I don't. I used to all the time, but then I stopped for a couple years. Well, here lately, the last month, really, I've been kind of involved in drama. It'll probably slip away soon, but when I do it, I'll be honest with you because I'm an honest motherfucker. Every now and again, you have to do a little something to cause a little stir, get some views back, and it happens. And so that's the only reason I would fuck around with G-Man. It's not because I think I can have a conversation with him, because you can't.
No, you can't.
And like this fucking dumbass Negs who thinks he can get over me by buying me something off my wish list. It's so sad. He calls me and Shab a lolcow when he is literally my lolcow now. Mm-hmm. He has become my Cobes, my Brett Keane. That's what Neg. But the difference is with Cobes and Neg. Cobes is actually likable.
He's got a little bit of personality, yeah.
Yeah, Cobes is one of those lolcows that he'll say some stupid shit, but you can actually kind of overlook it because I don't think he actually means harm to anybody, right?
Right.
But people like Jared Genesis, who said he would fuck a child, that's the kind of motherfucker you got to watch out for.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But, I still don't understand how he's even remotely allowed to come back to YouTube. When he literally said it doesn't matter if they're 8 years old, as long as there's a connection.
Who said?
Oh,
Jared Genesis said that.
Oh, I'm looking for that guy.
He's a low cow.
As long as you have a spiritual connection, you can be as young as 8 years old and have sex.
Yeah.
No.
If you have how the fuck do you have a spiritual connection with a child?
Explain to me what a spirit is, please.
Well, he's just weird. This dude is so stupid. He does backyard karate, and you'll see it's
backyard karate.
Not like backyard wrestling, but
well, no. You're to see when Shabisky comes back. I'll get him to see if he can pull up one of his backyard karate sessions.
My God,
it's
that's
the
hilarious.
goofiest shit you've ever seen in your life, dude. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm a fat fucker. This dude's not even that fat, but he's got a chunky belly.
He's got a big old beer gut.
He got a big old chunky
weird fucking haircut, and he does these like he's been watching way too much Naruto.
He's like a real big Ninja Turtle fan.
Oh, he's got the down.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, he had one video where he was acting like he was showing people how to fight. Look, for somebody who used to fight a lot, which is not a good thing, but he don't even know how to take a stance.
Yeah, get pushed.
He hold like the way he was holding his fist, his wrist was bent, and I'm like, dude,
Like,
you.
Is he like the Fighting Irish or something? Like,
yeah, like, it's just weird. The way he was holding his knuckle, you'd break your fucking knuckle first off if you hit somebody.
And then your wrist.
Inside. You got to put them on the inside for power. Yeah,
you do. See, there you go. See, a lot of people don't know that though. You put your thumb like, bam!
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't get past the backyard karate. That just, I don't know. It just sounds like I'm trying to visualize
hilarious.
It is. It's fucking
hilarious.
Funny. See, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. See, like if you ever see me in a bar or something, you'll see me holding this right here, a lighter. Because if somebody comes up to me and wants to fight, I'm gonna squeeze this lighter. Because like you ever hold a roll of nickels or pennies or dimes in here, the lighter does the same fucking trick. It makes your punch way more solid.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm always holding my lighter when I'm in a bar. In case somebody tries to step up, I'm gonna squeeze that lighter and I'm gonna put some sparks in your ass.
I mean, well, you're talking about adding extra density. So this is where we can get in a little science.
Yeah.
So basically, you're adding extra density there to your particular punch, and so you're distributing the force across a more linear path.
Yeah.
So, and you can do more damage with that across there rather than
just call it knocking the shit out of somebody. But like I said, I don't fight anymore. I always try to add that in there because it's stupid. Young men, if you out there 20-something-year-old, you thinking fighting makes you a man, first of all, you're wrong. Second of all, when you're 40-something years old and you wake up in the middle of the night because you've had like 20 goddamn concussions and you're screaming because you're in pain, trust me. And because I've had like 35 concussions around that. And I'll wake up. Sometimes I'll be sleeping. My eyes will pop up and I'll just start screaming because there's like fucking sharp knives in my head.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, Pimp.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's my own stupidity, though. My own stupidity. Because I was very fucked up as a young man, though. I felt like the world hated me, so I hated the world. And you know what it was? I didn't know how to deal with something very tragic that happened to me when I was a child. When I was raped, right? As a child, I never talked about it. Then I witnessed my uncle getting murdered when I was 16. And so I never talked about it. And I know it seems so cliche, but trust me, talking about it does help.
Yeah.
It definitely, because it feels like you're not walking alone anymore. Once you start, like somebody else is carrying that weight with you. And it's like you're not carrying it all on your shoulders. For a long time, I thought, oh, that's bullshit. Talking about it ain't going to help, but it does. It does. Because I tried to drink myself to death, and I tried to get somebody else to kill me. It's what I was trying to do. That's the reason I fought so much. I was trying to get people to kill me because I didn't have the actual nuts to kill myself. So I had tried to get somebody else to do it. And then when my mother walked up to me when I was 27 years old with those big blue eyes, crying, said, "Please, son, I don't want you to die." That's when everything started changing.
I don't even think it's that you don't have the nuts to kill yourself. It's just that, you know, unless you're in a certain types of situations, the survival instinct is pretty much always there.
Yeah. Then don't get me wrong. I didn't try to lose fights, but I always hoped I did. That was weird because I was weird because I wanted it was stupid because I've been hit by everything. But there's Biscuits. Hey, Biscuits, could you do me a favor?
Huh. What?
We was telling Midwest Grow Guy and Mel about Jared's backyard karate. Could you find one of those backyard karate videos and show them?
I can try to real quick.
I appreciate it if you do, because I want to show them how fucking idiotic this cat is. See, Shabisky owned this motherfucker, but he made him own. Well, he owned it, but he did it to himself by trying to own Shabisky. Shabisky was trolling his channel one night, right? Mm-hmm. So in order to troll Shabisky back, because Shabisky was showing his stream. Well, let me clarify this. Shabisky was showing Jared's stream on his stream and trolling him. Well, so Jared's brilliant idea was to play porn on his channel to get Shabisky's channel cut down. Well, as soon as he announced that he was going to do it, I'm going to play some porn. So when he said that, Shabisky just cut it off, right? And then he still played the porn and got his channel shut down.
Yep. That is how dumb Jared is.
See, these motherfuckers are so dumb.
That's why I compared Nags what he did to what Jared did, because like I didn't even lift a finger. I just pointed out.
That's how
Look,
good you are. That's how good you are. That's how good you are. But you're the greatest.
Why do they call him Negs? Is he like negative eggs or something? I don't.
His channel name is Negative Nation.
Negative.
I don't know where that comes from. Yeah, that's where the negative something. Yeah. And see, here's how dumb this motherfucker is. He watches. He's a big fan of The Walking Dead, right? So his thing is, if you've seen Walking Dead, you know I Am Negan. He goes around and does the I Am Negs thing, and it's really sad.
That smells like Borat. Like that's how
it's sad.
It reminds me of IR Baboon.
Yeah, it's like well, at first I was like kind of like, okay, I'm gonna have some fun with this motherfucker, right? Then I seen how bad he was. I was like, this ain't competition. Okay, here we go, folks. This is some Jared Jennis backyard karate here, man.
Okay.
Let's see what. This is Jared Jennis.
Okay.
See the beer gut. You know, he's not too fat, but he got a beer gut. Here he goes. Here he goes. What's this shit?
Oh, shit. Oh, that Guido hair is killing me.
Yeah, and see the thing about this. Here's the thing. Here's what's bad. He's serious. He's not fucking doing it for entertainment. He's serious.
Okay. I'm going to just tell you right now, I don't think that's his house. I think that's a relative's house.
Oh, no. He lives with his mom and dad.
Yeah,
oh, okay. That I was about to say, their garden's really nice.
Oh, yeah, but you ought to see his room. You ought to see his room. It's fucking trash, dude.
His poop on the wall.
This guy actually drank piss one night back because what he does, he pisses at his desk, right? Into a glass. He pisses into a glass. Well, one night he mixed the two glasses up, his drink glass and his piss glass.
Oh my God.
And he drank piss.
Oh my God.
And instead of trying to like play it off and not show everybody, he's like, guys, I just drank my piss.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, he could have played it off and nobody probably would have had a clue.
Oh my God.
Play some more of this karate though. What's this shit?
Yeah.
This shit's hilarious.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. What was that
move? Yeah, what was that?
He's been watching too much Naruto. This is where he learned this stuff.
Okay, this looks like some magic power thing supposed to happen.
Like Hadouken, like from Street Fighter. Hadouken! You know? He's been playing too much Street Fighter.
It's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, there he did. He fired a blast at us.
Wow, what's this? What is this? Is this like jazz fingers?
That's from Wayne's World.
Flashback.
That's what he's doing.
See, but the sad thing, the funny is he's not doing this as like, oh look, I'm being stupid. No, he's serious.
Absolutely serious.
That's what he just did. He went
Baji Kwan. Is Baji?
Yeah, that was his attack.
I think that's actual. I think that is an actual martial art though. Baji Kwan. I think.
I would love to see what real Baji Kwan looks like compared to what this guy's doing.
I'm gonna kick somebody's fucking ass like this.
Yeah, he there was something that, one of the guys one of the actors that played the Green Power Ranger. What was the deal with that, Shab? I forgot.
There's a gym near him that's owned by that guy, from what I remember, and he went to Jared went to that gym and like challenged people to fight him, and then the guy that's the Green Ranger that plays the Green Ranger had one of his students kick the shit out of Jared.
Yeah. Because that's when you know that you've gone too far. It's like when you start believing your own bullshit.
It's so funny.
You can turn it off now.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you have control over that.
Well, no, you can end it and it'll go away.
Oh.
See? But yeah, I just wanted y'all to say that because the dude's fucking goofball. But this is also this. You gotta understand. Oh, you can make fun of it and be fun of it, but this is also the guy that said he would basically have sex with an 8-year-old.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He came a lot less funny right
Again, as long as they
That's
have
what
a
I'm saying.
spiritual connection, he can have sex with an
Yeah.
8-year-old.
He basically said that like any older than like 13 or 15 or something like that, they've sold their soul or something like that. Like they're not innocent anymore, and it's only
he's really weird, and he's got like he got this pretty decent computer system, right? He takes the casing off the computer to where dust can collect and trash and everything. It's just like
he made a video explaining how you should do that and how he's just so educated about it. You should do that. It's like, no, that's not going to help keep the computer cooler. Having the case open.
He's taking the shell off to keep the.
Somebody should tell him to put the computer out in the rain, so that'll really cool it off. The cold rain and the snow. Put it out in that. That'll cool your computer super awesomely.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Yeah, dip it in the tub.
Dip it in the ice bath.
Tub. Yeah, there you go.
Ice bath.
Give it a good ice bath.
Give a good ice bath.
You ever heard of water cool?
I got to find out a tip right quick from Tatted Atheist, my little Billy friend. It says hitting refresh like a crackhead trying to get and 5,000 what 5900X. What is that?
I have no idea.
Wish me luck. Mel is a scrub. Also, she is a shithead. Thank you, and thank you for tipping.
Thanks, Billy. Thanks so much.
We do have $100 go today, so we need $95 more. So then we'll be down to 24 goes if we make that go to get Landon Curtin back on YouTube. So help me get that. And I need $100 today. So let's get that.
I am not a total PC noob, and I will have you know I troubleshooted my blue screen of death without help from anyone. Thank you.
I think that's the CPU is what that is.
Yeah.
So, okay.
CPU.
Well, see, I know you start. I don't know shit like that. I'm stupid when it comes to shit like that.
Tatted Jedi is one of the few people can say crap about me, but we're like fight like that, so it's all right.
Shut up, ho!
Uh-oh.
Come on, pimp. At least I got a golden turd award. I'm just saying it's still on my desk right there.
Yeah, you know. You had to buy it yourself, but that's okay.
I know. And I am. Thank you, Billy.
She is the turd, though.
Yeah.
You're the only one that's gotten one so far.
I didn't get
Billy's
nominated
still waiting
this
for
year.
Billy's still waiting for his from last year.
See, first off, I got robbed last year from being the best guest of the show. And then this year, because they knew I was going to win everything, they didn't even put me in the nominations this year. Because I would have won everything, and they know it.
I won their first year that they did that.
Because I'm the greatest goddamn individual ever on the face of the everness.
Everness.
It's me.
Everness.
And I don't do backyard karate. I do front yard karate.
Oh,
yeah, you want to show it off to the whole neighborhood.
give Pimp $10 and he'll stop doing front yard karate for an hour.
And I do it naked too. I do it naked also. And, you know.
Oh no!
And I live right beside a middle school. So yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get put on a list.
Yeah,
it's terrible. I think he's probably already on the list.
Oh, I'm on several lists.
Yeah, several.
I'm on the terrorist list, the sexual assault list, the too fat to do anything list, the fuck you list, the little dick list. If there's a list, my big ass is on it.
I'm on a list just for my education because they're like, we got to watch her. She got chemistry degree.
Shabisky's on the list.
Shabisky's on my list. Did you ever go to the post office and get your freaking t-shirts?
Scientist Mal, we need to talk about this in privately, okay?
Well,
Shabby, no.
If you talked about it in private, it would be privately. Yes.
Publicly.
Yeah. That's true.
What you just said. Let's talk about this in privately. Well, how the fuck you talk about it in private publicly?
Can somebody cut his mic?
Him.
Can somebody cut his mic? I don't know what he's going on about.
See,
okay? I'm trying to talk to him out.
Midwest Maverick, this is what I have to go through every day of my fucking life. I have to deal with this fucker.
Nobody wants to deal with that. Shab, man.
Are you wearing a Friends t-shirt?
No, this is fresh. It's the same, it's a play on the design.
Well, he got excited about that, didn't he? When I mentioned it's a Friends.
It says fresh.
Yeah.
I got excited.
He'll be there for you if you're fresh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Will you be there for me? I'll be there for you. These 5 words, I swear, it's true, Shabby. If you breathe, I want to be the air for you. I'll be there for you.
Yeah.
The pretend Robin Hood that couldn't do a real accent, English accent.
I'll be there for you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's not it.
That's Bon Jovi. You're talking about Bryan Adams.
That actually.
Please forgive me. I know not what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Don't deny me this pain I'm going through. Please forgive me.
Are you okay, Pimp?
Can't stop wanting you.
Are you okay? I'm worried.
That's the entertaining segment right there.
I'm worried.
That's some Bryan Adams, man.
It's so funny that, back in the 80s when they had all kinds of different songs like Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Relax, in the summer of 69, nobody knew. They're like, well, Bryan Adams wasn't like a teenager in 69. What do you think the summer of 69 is?
Yeah.
It's like what, and then, Frankie Goes to Hollywood with Relax, Don't Do It. And people are like, relax, don't do it. And when you want to come, and you're like, what do you think that means?
They're talking about going to the mall.
That's what it is. Don't go to the mall. Even though you want to, don't go to the mall.
Don't come to the mall.
All of the little, and that was somehow less offensive than saying like the F-bomb and like, rap songs. Yeah. I'm like, people are talking about sexual stuff.
Well, look what they did to Eminem, right? When Eminem talked in the song Kim, when he talked about killing Kim, right? Well, everybody went crazy over that shit. And I'm like, dude, have y'all not ever listened to a Johnny Cash song?
Yeah, Delia all my life. First I shot her, and then I was just like,
Delia's gone, one more round. Which I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan. So, Johnny Cash actually, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
Yeah,
I mean, he said
Boston Prison Blues. Man.
Yeah. So, I mean, he had a lot of songs about. So, yeah, they're just very.
People just want to yell about stuff just to yell about it.
He was singing black people music.
That's right. That's true.
It's
like, yep. That was, Elvis would be taking other, black people songs and then he'd make it popular because he's a white dude. And he did backyard karate. So.
Yeah, but Elvis did actually had a black belt.
That was rushed though, Pimp. That was rushed.
And by the way, Elvis was a boss now. Yeah, you ain't disrespect on Elvis.
I don't. Okay, I will get. I do appreciate Elvis, particularly for his philanthropy. He built the Pearl Harbor Memorial. He gave a lot back, particularly to the Memphis community. He supported a lot of kids programs. He would buy poor people Cadillacs. Yeah. I mean, so he did a lot within his community, and he wouldn't take credit for the Pearl Harbor Memorial until he died.
Yeah. So, and he also would give respect to the black community about the music he played too. He wasn't like, this is mine, I'm the original. He wouldn't do that. He never did that, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, of course, a lot of his music. But Elvis didn't write his own music anyway. Anything. I mean, Blue Suede Shoes. He fucking stole off of what's his name? I can't think of his damn name. But I mean, so Elvis didn't do his own music.
Yeah, and the only Grammys he ever got were for the gospel songs.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he never got Grammys for anything else except his gospel music.
Yeah, I thought he got one. I thought he got one for In the Ghetto though.
I did not.
In the ghetto, I hear mama cry.
God. I've been to Graceland 3 times.
I've been to Graceland. You know what? I live right next to Tupelo. It's the birthplace of Elvis Presley.
The best, the best way that I can describe Graceland is if you gave a poor white man a bunch of money, and then all of a sudden he has it. I mean, it's like a freaking carnival walking through his house, like the jungle room and the wall of TVs in the basement, which, by the way, it was ridiculously hot in there. And then he has the game room, and his dining room it looks almost like a nightclub. because it if I don't know, I think if you took Purple Rain by Prince and made a dining room out of it, that's what you would get.
Don't you love it when you piss your trolls off and they have to respond? Tragic just put a thing on Twitter, but tagged me in it. This is what he says. Hey, Pimpmunk, baby, sweet cheeks. Oh, that really got me. You do a 2-hour stream almost every day. I put up content randomly and barely stream. I get more views than you. No, let's face it. We've discovered this. You create accounts and go and comment on yourself to your own videos.
Wow.
Because every goddamn account that comments on your videos was created yesterday, 2 days ago, 5 seconds ago.
That's so dumb when 90% of his content is like about me.
Yeah, you have to stick our names in it to get fucking views.
Yeah.
You have to put my name in your content to get views, you dumbass.
That's that's a common thing. Because the G-Man diss track I made,
yeah,
he made a video replying to it, and he played my diss track on his video, and then he got like 70 views, and all of the votes were downvotes. So he was like, "Look, they're downvoting him," and I was like, "Go over to my channel where my original diss track is, and see how there's no downvotes. Even you, too stupid to go over there yourself and downvote it. There's downvotes on my shit.
They're stupid." That they own themselves. You don't really have to own these people. They do it themselves. Like this guy, like right there. The things he said he did, he thought he was, I'm going to get him with this, but we already know what you're about. And plus,
Nina says hi, by the way. She ran over here. She was like, you on Pimp's show? I want to say hi. So
look at her.
Let's take a moment to appreciate Floofy Toes.
Oh, look at that little puppy.
Little Floofy Toes.
That's the long foot hair.
She is so cute.
She has more foot hair than a hobbit.
That looks like she's from Whoville.
She's a long-haired Chihuahua in a rescue, and we can't get her cataract fixed, so we put little inflammation drops in there so she doesn't lose her eye. But she's really sweet.
Yeah, I love me some doggies.
No.
Do you want your spot? I'm gonna put you on your spot, Need.
Remember, guys, we got $100 goal today, so we made 5 so far. So help us get that goal.
For Floofy Toes because she's
do it for Floofy Toes, and also it's we're doing that 42 goals to get Landon back on YouTube. So we're at 25 now. We'll be at 24 if we make this goal. So help out, please.
Bring Landon back.
And
Landon's
I need the money.
Cool.
Landon's awesome. I love him. He's an awesome person.
Landon's cool. He's been on my channel once when I was still doing Oral Audacity with Doc. And he popped on and did an episode with us.
Yeah, Landon's good people. Mm-hmm. He's been a very good friend to me over the years, so I really appreciate him. I don't appreciate Shabisky though.
No.
Shabisky gives you wrong addresses so you can buy t-shirts for him that he won't go pick up.
Yep.
Yeah, he's sad. It
was an accident, Mel. I'm sorry. I told you we can talk in private.
That will never happen.
Talk in private.
Go to the freaking post office.
Stop publicly shaming me, Mel.
Yeah, publicly shame him in private.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'll just post a bunch of passive aggressive tweets about a certain guy who
just
didn't go to the post office and get the shirts that I bought, and I'm not talking about you, Shabisky.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I won't tag you either on my tweets. I'm subtweeting you with my passive aggressiveness.
I'm gonna comment on and be like, "Oh my god, that guy sounds like a jerk." God. What a big asshole.
His butthole's bigger than a black hole. And it just sucks everything in, man. It works backwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Butthole funnel.
Yeah. Oh, butt chugging.
Funnel.
I didn't know butt chugging was a thing until I started doing the show Oral Audacity when we were going around finding like terrible things that have no scientific basis. And people are like, hey, you can do this. So don't butt chug whiskey, guys. That's a very bad idea. Don't ever do that.
Damn, Allie wants my tip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Is Allie a minor?
No.
No.
Yeah, run.
Does Allie have
Run. Run.
Does Allie have any STDs?
I don't believe
12.
so.
12.
Oh, so
She's
12. So she
and
doesn't.
has
Oh,
12
she has.
STDs.
Oh, she is 12. Okay,
And she has 12 STDs.
Oh, well, if
Oh.
it's just 12 STDs, I can deal with that. As long as it ain't 13 or or above, I'm good.
There's a limit there. Once you
Yeah.
get to 13, that's way too many.
Yeah. I mean, if I can handle 12.
13 just pushes it over the top, and you're like, I can't do it, man.
Yes.
Y'all get your stuff checked. Go to the doctor. Planned Parenthood, by the way, is a great place to go and get tested. They don't just do birth control, and they're like, oh, abortions. That's about 3% of their services.
Right.
97% are healthcare related stuff. So if you think you might need to go get checked for an STD, check out Planned Parenthood.
If you consider baby murder, okay.
Baby murder.
I used to be pro-life, so like really staunch pro-life. And then I'm like, as I got older and learned more about abortion and Planned Parenthood, I'm like, yeah, that's not my call. I can't make that call for other people.
Yeah, I agree. I'm anti-life.
Most people who say they're pro-life are actually just anti-abortion because they couldn't give half a shit about what happens after it's born.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're like fishermen. They catch them and throw them back. Then when they get big enough, then you can kill the motherfucker.
What if that baby cures cancer? Well, how's that baby ever going to get an education to cure cancer if you don't pay for it?
Yeah, but then you can do the opposite. What if that baby grows up to be 12 times worse than fucking Hitler? You just kill. We're killing Hitlers.
Right. Yeah, we're getting rid of the Hitlers. It's all the Hitlers.
Right. I don't think people would complain about that.
It makes me nuts. And then I saw a really stupid argument. Every once in a while I'll quote tweet a terrible take on Twitter. Somebody said that some women go to get an education just to spite men. I'm like, I owe more than my house in my education. I promise you, I didn't do that to make a guy angry.
What?
I can understand certain levels of petty.
Right?
I can even respect certain levels of petty. But that, I don't know.
I'm going to go into debt. Spend like 12 years.
Unless it's like a really good like that degree gets you like you get to be
I
part
owe
of
about
like
$150,000 in student loans. Yes, I do have a college professor type of position, but that ain't making $100,000 a year. That ain't even making $90,000 a year. I make about $10,000 more than a public school teacher. Might get 15 in about 10 years, but it's not like something that you can make a lot of money on, but my job is very rewarding. And so I don't mind it so much, owing that much. But still, man, it would be really great if they could just cancel student debt, because I owe less on my house than I do. And the interest rate is like almost 9%.
Damn. That's America right there for you. That's some America.
I mean, my house note is 5% interest. My student loans, about 9%. I will never be able to pay it off. It'll go away when I die, but that's pretty much it. And I've been paying on this for I don't even know how long. I don't even keep track anymore.
That's so terrible.
It sucks. It sucks. But hey, I did that just to get back at the dude that one time. I owe $150,000 because I made this one guy mad.
That's what I mean. Like, unless the degree you're getting is something that's like actually beneficial and rewarding, and you're going to be making like a fuck ton of money from having it, I can't see putting yourself in that much debt as a good way to get back at somebody.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But I can respect that level of petty.
I mean, if I had a lot of money and I was just throwing out, you know what, I'm going to go get a physics degree just to make that one guy mad.
Right.
See?
Like if you were both going to be lawyers anyways, and you just decided you were going to go like enroll in whatever college just to piss him off, then like, okay. I can see that, you know.
Can you? I think women do that all the time, though. I think women are evil fucking people.
Yeah.
Well, it's our fault we have sin in the world.
Yeah.
You know, Eve, it's our fault.
I think you just need to make a sandwich and shut the fuck up.
There, you know, I will make me a sandwich.
She did it and he ate it.
And I'll eat. Yeah, I ate it in front of you. Earlier, I had my breakfast.
You didn't
meal.
offer me a breakfast sandwich. I wanted a breakfast sandwich.
It was really good. Sometimes I even put some turkey sausage on there and put a little Cajun spices. Every once in a while, a slice of fresh tomato.
Turkey sausage sucks. I prefer the Impossible sausage to the Kentucky sausage.
I had some soy chicken stuff. This it's supposed to be like chicken, but it's made of soy, and it was the best not chicken I've ever had. Like I will
not chicken.
Because it's supposed to be like chicken, but it's not.
Yeah.
It was soy, and I will replace all my chicken from now on with this stuff.
There you go.
It was amazing.
I had Beyond for the first time like a month ago. And it was not bad. I had Impossible, which was like,
Yeah.
But the Beyond was really good. Like it had the sizzle, it had the mayo type flavor and feel.
It's not bad.
It's pretty cool. How they developed the Beyond the burger thing. They used mass spectrometry to basically go through and figure out what the compounds were that were associated with the flavors in like hamburger and what the smells were. And once they figured out what those compounds were, then they were able to manufacture them. And because that's organic synthesis, you can make these compounds in a lab. And then they took like a mixture of soy and various other plant-based materials, add these compounds. They also found a particular plant that has the hemoglobin that's similar to like the blood.
I love that word, by the way. I've always loved that word, hemoglobin.
But there are certain plants that have the same hemoglobin. And so that's where they got a lot of that redness. And so it's basically chemically pretty much the same as a burger. Except
all I can say to you is you had me at hemoglobin, baby.
Hemoglobin. I'll send you a Valentine's Day card next time that says, here's some hemoglobin just for you.
I appreciate it. Tad Aces gave another $5. Says, so if she wants her debit canceled and if she dies, debit is canceled. Did Mel just ask me to murder her? If so, road trip.
How you gonna kill me, Billy? I need to know. If you better be creative. If you gonna drive all this way, I want some creative James Bond version of how you gonna kill me.
So there you go. Tell us how you're gonna kill her. That brings us down to 90. Now we need $90 to finish the stream go. So thank you. Shabby, what do you got to say about hemoglobin?
It's a neat word.
He don't know what it means.
Say it, Shabby. Say hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin.
Say it again, Shabby.
I missed the word of the day that Shabby would do. Shabby doesn't do words.
That shit got old quick, though.
Did it?
Well, the reason it got old is he never do it. He wouldn't be prepared at all.
Greatest at it. Dude.
My favorite thing was when I started to give him, I said, Abcadefi Jekyllman Arthur Stewart says. I'm like, go look that up. And then it starts spelling it. It's the alphabet. You fell for that. That was great, Shab.
That was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
I remember that one.
Oh! It's like, how do you spell that? A, B, C,
D, E, F.
Hey, do me a favor, Missy. Say hemoglobin like you would, like you did the second hour thing. I want to hear that.
Hemoglobin.
Oh, that made me horny. Now you did that, Shabby. You do it like Missy just did it, Shabby.
Hemoglobin.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Dude, don't talk that way about Midwest, bro. That's
I wasn't talking about.
Don't be talking that way about our guest.
Who is your Midwest? Who is your favorite locale on the internet? Like somebody you just can't you watch it and it just trips you out.
I gotta say it's the classic. It's G-Man.
Oh, G-Man.
I know it's because I've been following him for such a long time, and I guess when you see somebody do something over and over again, and they find new ways to be stupid, like it's entertaining. People like, because my daughter, she's like, "Oh, you always watching G-Man? Why you always watching G-Man?" And I'm like, it's funny. It's like my wife watches Real Housewives because those women have lost their shit collectively. Throw stuff around and argue and argue and argue. And I'm like, it's not really much different. Dude is just my muse. You know, I just like looking at him and making fun of him and shit.
There you go.
Funny.
What about you, Mel? You got a favorite?
I haven't really watched any LOL cows. Only when people send me stuff. From time to time, I see ridiculous stuff on Twitter, like Texans who think that snow doesn't melt.
I like the ones who aren't harmful to people, like who are just like that one cat, Shabisky. What's his name? That the dude that says, "Look, I got these Barbie dolls. I've got these Barbie dolls." Look,
I don't know his name, but yeah, anybody who watches DP or Tab knows.
Yeah, he's autistic as fuck, right? And he's just like, I see Barbie dolls. See, look at my Barbie doll. I touch this Barbie doll right here. Yeah, I touch it. I touch it
right here.
And he'll see me touch it. You see me touch that Barbie doll?
See her hair, her pretty hair. See that?
Pretty
right
hair? Yeah.
So bad.
It's pretty funny. I like it because he doesn't really try to hurt nobody. So I don't hate on him. I just laugh at him because he's funny. So that's the kind of, I don't really, worry about the ones who are trying to actually hurt people, like Tragic and them. They're out to try to like cause people issues. Like that's the reason I kind of like Cobes, right? I don't think Cobes is really trying to hurt nobody. King Cobra, I don't think he's trying to hurt nobody. He says some dumb shit, right? But I don't think he comes from like a bad place.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, how does he say monetization? It's like monetization or something.
Monetization, yeah.
Some shit like that.
It's monetarization.
That's what G-Man said. G-Man says some fucked up shit like hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Audacity.
Audacity.
Saying just meal.
Now, if you want somebody to fuck up your words, Brett King is the best for that. Yeah. Brett King's got his whole goddamn language.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Situation is. This is the situation.
Mac and cheese.
I don't know. That whole group.
See, Brett actually did a video one time of showing him. He showed himself flagging every one of my videos.
Oh gosh, that's funny. I don't know. People are just. I think I've probably been mass reported before. There's still people who hate me who'll come to my channel and downvote just on purpose. I'm like,
I think you've been masturbated to before too.
No, mass reported.
Oh, mass reported. I thought you said
mass reported.
Because Shabisky told me the other day that he liked to masturbate to you.
TMI, man. TMI.
I told you that in privacy.
But you told me publicly.
Is it the same? Is that the same privacy you were going to have the conversation with her?
Yeah. Yes, she was the hair.
Missy's picking at her toes.
Stop it, Missy. Stop picking your toes, Missy. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Pick your butt. That's better.
I'm actually waiting for the garbage truck to finish. So.
What does that have to do with picking your feet, Missy? That's
Dude,
I'm on the phone.
So we had a winter storm last week, right? And so our garbage did not run last week. So that was 2 weeks without a garbage truck. Our garbage runs today. I had 28 fucking garbage bags.
What are you doing in a week?
Right? How many
2 weeks? It's 2 weeks.
How many house parties did you have that week?
A lot. No, I didn't have 28. There was actually probably about 17, actually. But of course, I exaggerated. But there was a lot of goddamn garbage bags. So.
What in the world? I mean,
I said, here's the deal, though. I usually buy these giant garbage bags. I only have a couple. But this time I bought them in bulk, and I bought a bunch of like smaller ones. So that's one reason I had a lot more bags.
But still, that's a lot of trash in
It is
2 weeks.
But
Y'all are obviously not recycling.
I mean, right?
no, I fucked the planet.
We already have, so maybe we should stop doing that.
Now, wait a minute. Who told you I didn't have recycle bags? Oh,
You have recycle bags? Are those
You're
recycle
recycling
bags?
and
Yes.
there's still that many bags of trash. That's a
Yes.
lot of waste.
dude, look,
Yeah,
you know how
it
much
is.
water I fucking drink?
Waste.
Feel it.
It looks like okay. I was like, it looks like half the bottle's there. I forgot.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
you're
it's
right.
The green
Hold on.
screen.
Yeah.
The green screen.
Yeah. Okay.
This one's got a green label, so it's really fucked up.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
That looks cool, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten where I drink more water, and I'm starting to drink V8s again, but I got to start buying the low sodium V8s. I forget that.
Why do you use one of these, man?
Well, I do sometimes, but the thing about it is, I'm thinking about getting me a filter for my sink because I spend a lot of money on water.
Yeah.
You know what? It's so much better because I got one too.
Mm-hmm.
Like a filter, they just drill like into your normal sink, the
Mm-hmm.
Culligan guy or whatever, and then you just have an automatic little faucet.
Well, you can buy those that don't even have to do that. You just
Brita pictures. I got a Brita thing.
Yeah, you get the pictures, or you can get those Brita filters there. You just slap it onto the thing, and that's it. You don't even have to put it into your system. It just goes onto the faucet.
Yeah,
I have a Brita filter thing. It's cool.
Yeah, I have the Brita one that's like the
I'm gonna put a
big
Brita
one with the
picture.
little thingy that sits in your fridge.
That's
Yeah.
me too.
I'm gonna put one of those Brita pictures on my Amazon wish list right now, and I expect somebody to buy it.
do y'all burn trash in Mississippi? That's what Loki Larry.
Some of them do, yeah.
Well, they do, but not in my town. You can't.
Okay, that sounds like a joke almost. Like, don't you guys just burn trash?
In city limits, you can, of course. Anyway, and you can in my town. You can there's certain areas where they have burn zones, right?
Yeah.
You
You can go burn your trash.
Yeah,
That sounds bad for the environment right there.
it is.
Bags of trash.
Just go burn it. Don't burn plastics, please.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That won't release a lot of noxious gases.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. People putting plastic bags on piles of fire.
It'll be like, smell that. We're burning plastic today. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I like what you did with your hair, Shabisky.
Thank you. Oh, I'm not Shabisky. Those Brita pictures are actually kind of expensive. I mean, not like too much. They're worth it, but I'm just saying more than I thought they were.
You can get knockoffs. You
Yeah.
can get
Yeah.
knockoffs that do the
And
same
then they
thing.
have like the ones that are just like the poor ones, like not the there's the bigger size ones, but it's really just like that first initial
Well, I want
purchase
this
that's
one.
a little bit more expensive. And then the actual like filters themselves, you only have to get like the pack once every like 3 or 4 months, and it's like $15.
Well, the one
or
I'm
something.
getting, one I'm putting on my list is $31.
Yeah,
So
that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
Mm-mm.
I'll get it later. See, I throw anything on my wish list. Like when I'll think of things that I need for the house, and I'll throw it on the wish list. And that's what they thought was funny, because like I put trash bags on my wish list. They thought that was hilarious. I'm like, do y'all not use garbage bags?
That sounds like some 80s movie villain shit. Like, look at him using bags like an asshole.
Yeah, he doesn't throw his garbage on the floor like we do.
That reminds me of that Seinfeld thing where it's like, how do you eat your candy bars? With a fork
With a
or
fork,
whatever the fuck it is. That
fork and a knife.
yeah.
You with your hands.
Yes, there you go. Because he
Yeah,
was
that's
eating
what
it
it
with a
was.
fork. Because I'm stoned and got it backwards.
Yeah. I've been getting a lot of these telemarketer shit lately. A lot, like ridiculous amount. So yesterday I was bored. So every time they called, I'd answer the phone screaming like, "Oh my god!" Doing that shit.
My ex used to answer the phone, like Larry, either like Bob or Larry's whorehouse. You pick 'em, we stick 'em,
You rack them, we crack them. I bet.
or
That's what
like
he said.
what? Like he just every single one would get a different one. Like
I
that.
used to answer John's pool hall. You rack them, we crack them.
You could do like mass confusion. You just answer the phone and be like, "Hello, what? Who is it?"
Yeah.
and cut yourself off a lot. Like if I was going, no, I didn't. I don't want to. If you were talking to me, but don't tell me no why. If you start saying shit like that, they'll hang up on you. And
I like this shit. Like, oh, I'm glad you called. Can you get over here quick? I killed her.
I have to say, the worst job I ever had was telemarketing cemetery plots. I had it about 2 weeks, and it was so horrible.
I don't think that's a job I would like to have. Any kind of telemarketing job.
I had a dude hit on me, and he's like, "Yeah, we already got that taken up, but what you doing tonight?"
By the way, Missy, right quick, Missy, what are we doing this second hour?
We eat, man.
Yes, we do. That's when I tell you to give us money, and you do so. In the description below, Shabisky has a Patreon. Please consider becoming a patron of Shabisky. He does movie nights, game nights. He's very interactive with his audience, especially his patrons. So please consider doing that. Missy, the lovely, beautiful Missy, she has a Patreon, and she's very interactive too with her patrons. She has photos for your viewing pleasure, and you'll enjoy them very much. She does specials every now and again too, so you'll like that. I have a Patreon, a Streamlabs, and a direct link to PayPal. Today's goal is $100. We've made 10. We need 90. That's for the Landon thing. I've told 42 goals. Landon comes back to YouTube, and we need him back, and plus I need the money. So please help out, please. And tomorrow on the show, I haven't booked anymore tomorrow. I do know tomorrow's the last day of the month of Fridays. I do know that much, and so we'll have. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this. If we make the $100 goal plus 50, so 150, I'll do another month of Fridays. I'll do another month of Friday shows. If not, you know how we do. We don't do Fridays every week, but we have for the last month because So, anyways, I'll probably get Ronan on tomorrow. Ronan likes to come on Fridays. We've got next week booked. Also, let me tell you who's on for next week. Monday we got Tara. And Marilyn Mathers. Tuesday, we got the boys from the Shit Show. Hannibal Money from the Shit Show will be here. Wednesday, we got Fit and Curvy and Dirt. Fit and Curvy's first time to be on the show. And Thursday, we got John Morgan and whoever. Somebody else. We'll have somebody else.
I'll probably get a message. Mel, can you come on Thursday?
Yeah, Mel's my girl I go to. Like, if somebody cancels last minute, I'll be like, Mel, can you make this real quick?
She's always Mel with John Morgan. I think that you would finally be the one to shut him up with his pedanticness.
Pedestrian and pedantic. John Morgan's I tell you what, he's one of those guys that not everybody knows how to take because first of all, I will say this, he is an intelligent man. He's a very intelligent man. I hate to brag on him because every time I give him a compliment, he goes too far with it. He's like, I told him one time that he was, because the first time I seen him, I was like, well, you're actually in shape. For months, that's all he talked about was Shabby and Missy. Pimpmunk said I was buff. Pimpmunk said I was.
You guys remember that one time Pimpmunk said I was buff?
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Well, Pimp thinks I'm buff.
I gave you a half-ass compliment, and that's all you talked about for a year. Fucking shut up. But he's all right. And the thing, like everybody knows, my hero is my mom, right? That's my number one person on the planet, and John Morgan will always have a special place in my heart because last Christmas, or I think it was last Christmas, he bought her a dining room set off the wish list for her Christmas present. So that will always have a. So anybody does anything from Mama.
He's a good dude. He has his flaws. He loves to point out illogical fallacies. I think that's his favorite word on the planet.
Is it actually illogical or logical fallacies? Does he actually
sometimes
correctly use that?
Yeah, he does.
Okay,
he does correctly use it. I think he just likes to use it too often. To describe things that aren't it sometimes.
He also does it to get under people's skin.
Yeah.
No, it's like Inconceivable from The Princess Bride.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's inconceivable.
Yes. Kind of like that.
I see.
So we need 90 to finish that goal, guys. I see and I hear and I smell a PT ham somewhere.
Somewhere there's a PT ham.
Somewhere there's a PT ham.
So is that physical therapy ham?
No, that part-time
part-time
bacon
bacon.
is what I call it. Part-time bacon is what I call it.
Okay, because I was about to say I'd probably do more exercise if there was physical therapy ham.
Now PT is. I'm not going to say his name, but PT is actually his initials for his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, those of you who are trainers out there, you should totally offer snacks for the people while they're
Like
exercising. Like ham. Here's a ham sandwich you can have.
Give them
halfway
a
through your
fucking
workout.
Give them a double cheeseburger when they're working out.
Like every sit up they do, you feed them a little piece of ham. Like
Or give me some bacon, man.
No,
I'll be doing like sit up.
When they come over to sit up, there's a McNugget.
Not McNuggets.
McNuggets are awesome, girl. Don't you diss the McNugget. Don't you diss the McNugget. I will cut your ass.
What part of the chicken does the McNugget come from?
I don't give a fuck.
They blend it all together.
Fucking thing. It's the entire fucking thing. Beaks, wings.
And it's delicious.
It's pink.
That's some. I know people always tell me that's pink ooze. Well, that's some good fucking pink ooze.
Well, I mean, if
good,
it's good.
Good.
It's good for you too.
No, it's not.
It's like smoking. Smoking cures cancer.
Yeah, sure.
And it also cures the stutter. I don't stutter. You see me stuttering? No, you don't see me stuttering. I talk very well. So there you go.
Oh my goodness.
That is some sound.
Yeah, that's like I used to tell people all the time. My little fucking Chinese pug was the best bear dog in Mississippi. And he's like, "How's that?" I was like, "Do you see any bears around?"
Yep.
Or lying.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to say, so when like lockdown in during the epic snow fest that happened like last week, I couldn't get groceries or anything. So I was just pulling stuff out of my cupboard to see what I could make. And I made like the most amazing thing that I didn't know I could make. So I had like some ground turkey. I had some like noodles, like some fettuccine style noodles. And I found some brown gravy mix. And I used the brown gravy mix on the noodles and the ground turkey. And oh my God, it was like I was eating Swedish meatball stuff. I mean, it really wasn't, but it felt like I was. And then I had like onions and it was so good. I'm like, this is good. This is
right
really
quick.
good.
PT Ham did just tip. He gave $50 and said McNuggets. So thank you, PT. Now we need 40 to finish the go. See, we're getting there. We can do it. Tom, since you're from the South and you're from Chicago, right? So you're close. They got some good eating out there too. You guys like tomato gravy?
Tomato gravy.
Yeah, you don't know what tomato gravy is. Oh my God.
Like red sauce?
No, not red sauce. The tomato gravy. It's its own thing. It's like you make it like you would brown gravy or whatever. Then you put tomatoes in it. It's its whole thing. I'm not real good at making it, so my mom makes it. A lot of other people in the South. A lot of people in the South. But tomato gravy and biscuits. Oh my goodness.
I can make regular biscuits and gravy.
That's good too. But tomato gravy and with salmon patties.
What? I've never heard of that.
You never heard of salmon patty?
I've heard of salmon patties. I've never heard of tomato gravy.
Yeah, salmon patties are good. It depends on how you cook them, though.
My wife likes tomatoes, so I might try it.
There's a different name. Some people don't know them as salmon patties. They know them as something. I can't remember what they're called. It's a fancy name, but down south, what are they called?
Croquettes?
Yes, I think you're right. I think that's what they're called, croquettes. Yeah, I do believe you're correct. But down here in the South, we say salmon patty. Now, first of all, if you notice, I'm saying salmon correctly. I hate when people say salmon.
Salmon patties.
It's not salmon. A lot of people, actually, I looked it up a while back, and they say both variations are acceptable.
Who says salmon?
A lot of people
heard
say
anyone
salmon.
say salmon.
A lot of people do.
Assholes. Let's just
a lot of people. But actually, I was gonna try to correct somebody. Because I was being an asshole, and then when I looked at it, it said both variations are acceptable. Like, fuck you. But it's still salmon.
I want some biscuits and gravy now.
I do too. Biscuits and gravy is awesome.
You know what? It's not that hard to make.
It's
well,
not.
a lot of people think they can make good gravy though, and they can't.
No.
I made it twice, and it was really good both times.
You got lumps in it.
I can't recall.
If it's lumps in it, you ain't making good gravy.
Well, it's not lumpy. I mean, it's got the meat. It does, like it's got the little ground sausage in it. But
not that. It's like lumps of flour.
Yeah,
it makes it really good.
Yeah, no. You're making sausage gravy. Sausage gravy is good. Yeah, it's not. Now you know what shit on the shingles is, right?
Yeah, I've had that before.
Yeah, shit on the shingles. If you don't know what shit on the shingles is, it's basically hamburger meat and gravy. That's what it is. That's all it is.
It's like one of those ground steaks.
Yeah.
We call it kind of ground steaks.
And some people call it like white gravy, southern gravy, right? I call it milk gravy. What we call it is milk gravy. Yeah. I don't know. But a lot of people call it southern gravy for some reason. I don't call it that.
See, usually when I make like the white gravy like that, I use milk and I'll use butter as the oil base.
Yeah.
So I use butter as the oil base, use milk, you got flour, and then you add whatever seasonings you want to it on top of that.
I like good milk gravy if it's cooked right. But like I said, a lot of people think they can cook and they can't.
It's not hard. I mean, people just are never going to be able to do it because some people.
like certain things, I'm a pretty good cook at, but I'm not going to tell you that I'm a great cook because I'm not. Now, my mom is, but me, there's certain things I do pretty good. I can throw down some French toast. I got my own little recipe with French toast that's pretty fucking good.
Do you fry your French toast or do you put it in the oven?
I fry it.
I like both. I think both gives you two slightly different outcomes.
I used to date this chick that she deep fried it.
Yeah. Oh, deep frying bread?
Yeah, they deep fry bread all the time, dude. What are you talking about?
But already made bread?
It's got egg on it and stuff. Yeah.
Now, see, here's what I don't get. The deep fried butter sticks at the freaking fair.
I never ate them, but I've heard of that. I've never eaten that shit, though.
They have them up here.
Oh,
there's a fair that comes around at like the end of September. It's called the Big E. And they will deep fry butter. They will deep fry Kool-Aid.
They'll deep fry what?
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid packet? Like
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid sugar.
Is she not saying Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid.
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 How do you deep fry Kool-Aid?
She's from Connecticut, guys, okay?
They take the Kool-Aid packet powder and they mix it with sugar and like water until they make like a paste of it.
Ew.
And then put it in the dough, like dip it the ball of Kool-Aid sugar.
I've heard of this. I've never seen
the dough and then deep fry it.
Thank you,
So
John Vega.
Like sugar.
John Vega just gave 20. Thank you, John Vega. Appreciate that. Now all we need is 20 to finish the stream go. Now, if we make another 50, we'll do another month of Fridays as well. But the 20 is the go. But if we make another 50, I will do another month of Fridays after tomorrow's show because tomorrow's the last day of the month of Fridays. So, anyways. And Shabisky will get naked for everybody.
See, I was just going to say Shabisky will burn the shirt he's wearing. But.
Yeah. How much would it cost you, Shabisky, to burn that shirt? If me and you split the fucking go, how much would it cost to burn that shirt?
You're muted.
You're muted, Shab.
Oh, like with me in it?
No.
That's a good question. That's a smart man.
No, Shabby. No, even though I hate you, I don't want you to burn alive. I got a better one. How much would it cost to burn that beanie?
How much would it cost for you to go and get the T-shirts that I paid and sent to you?
And by the way, I seen this comment in the chat room, and I was wondering too, who the fuck cooks French toast in the oven?
You can.
I do. You can bake it in the oven like
that. That don't even sound good.
It is good.
That's not bad that way. You can cook a steak in the oven.
Yeah,
but that's not. Well, yeah, but steak you can work with, and that's good. I say bacon. That's the best way to cook bacon's in the oven.
Yeah, it's the least poppy.
You can broil. You can broil.
It
the
also
French
gets
toast.
crispier in bacon.
And see, if you fry the French toast, you don't get it as crispy as if you put it in the oven. So it depends on
Yeah, I don't think I'd want baked French toast. That just don't sound like something I'd want.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to eat it.
I'm not going to eat your fucking baked French toast, okay? Quit
That's
trying to
right.
put toast on me, goddammit.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to make you eat something else. Let me go get something out of my freezer.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said, Miss Girl.
Look at the same thing.
Oh, my God. I was like, all right, let's go then. Now, come on.
I wasn't meaning that sexy, and that's how it came out.
Bring it with your bass out. Bring it with your bass out now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You're a little pale for me, but hey, I'll do it.
Oh man. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner tonight. I thawed out some fish, so I might be
Maverick head like a chocolate drop. I like that. I want to lick that chocolate drop. I'm gonna make you uncomfortable like I do G-Man. So that's what I do when I used to do this shit to G-Man all the time, bro. He'd come on with me, he wanted to bait me, and I'd start flirting with him, piss him, and he'd get so uncomfortable. Like, hey, G, you sexy son of a bitch.
Bro, when I was 16 years old, I was hanging out in gay clubs with my little brother.
Yeah, it don't make you.
Can't make me uncomfortable.
No, that's like me, dude. I actually worked at a gay club one time, and it was fun as hell. Man, dude, honestly, the gay people know how to party.
Yeah,
I bet.
Hell yeah.
They're fun, and they're so acceptable to most of them that I've met. Like that night, dude, they knew I was straight, and they were like fucking just having fun with me, man. And it was just so cool. They were like that one guy come up to me. And he was bigger than I was. He was like 6'5" and something. He grabbed my butt and I was like, "I'll do it, Daddy." And then they all busted because they seen that I wasn't uncomfortable. And yeah, man, they're so awesome.
That's what people trip me out like, oh, if a gay dude hit on me or whatever, like, would you do that to like a 70-year-old woman who hit on you? Like,
yeah, no,
you're not interested, so you got to whoop her ass too.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
You beat the shit out of her because you don't want anybody to get the impression that you might be a 70-year-old.
Like when I first started coming on here, right? First started doing this shit, I didn't know what a fuck a bear was, right? I'll be honest with you, I didn't know what a bear was, what they call a bear, and I had a lot of. Because I immediately, I don't know why, but like a lot of transgender people and a lot of gay people liked me because I was open, right? I wasn't an asshole about it. But I had like several of them calling me a sexy bear. And I'm like, what the fuck is a bear? And so I asked one of my friends and he told me, and I was like, oh shit, they think I'm sexy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thank people for the compliment. Anybody who gives you a compliment and you're an asshole about it, then you're an asshole.
Right.
I think the people who are homophobic and are worried about men hitting on them, they're afraid that they will be treated the way that they treat women. Yeah, well, it is just that. I think they're also afraid they're going to be exposed because they're hiding their gayness. That could be that too. But I mean, I don't really. Having been a person who gets catcalled, followed around grocery stores, all kinds of stuff. It's
Shabisky goes through it all the time.
After a while, it's just not. It's not complimentary at all to me.
I agree. Catcalling is stupid. I have never done that. I have never in my life have I yelled at a strange woman, "Hey, baby!" I've never done that. Now, I've been in a conversation with women. Tell them they're beautiful or something like that, but that's different. I don't understand the whole catcalling thing. That's fucking weird.
I'll tell you like this, because I grew up like I'm a completely different person now than I was in teens and 20s, right? But when I grew up with my dad saying stuff like, like women are a dime a dozen. You don't really have any loyalty to women that you're not married to, and even then, as long as you don't get caught doing whatever you want to do, you're fine. Mm-hmm. So that was the outlook I had. So it was like I was really aggressive and like saying stuff like, "Come on, let's," like I'd be like somebody I just met, like, "Come on, let's go back to my, let's go do this," like that kind of shit. Yeah, like, trying to get to know you, just trying to get with you. Like it's really you're not thinking about the other person at all. You're thinking about yourself the entire time.
Yeah, I agree. Now I will say this. Now I don't like it when people okay, let's say. We're in conversation, and I think you're interested. Now we can be wrong because sometimes people read other people wrong, right?
Right.
And if I'm reading that you are interested, and then I make an offer, I am not being a sexist, but I'm just making an offer. And if you turn me down, then if I keep on, then I'm being an asshole. Then I'm being a piece of shit. But if you turn me down, then I move on about my business. That was just a way. I don't think that's being bad.
That's called shooting your shot.
Yeah, exactly. If I shoot my shot and I get shot down, fine.
Yeah.
Don't call me an asshole for that. But now, if I say, "Hey, Mel, how you doing?" You say, "I'm not interested." Then I keep on. Then I'm a fucking dick. Yeah, there's a difference.
A lot of women don't want to be approached, like Mel saying, like in the grocery store.
Yeah, well, you gotta know your shit.
that don't mean you got to come up and start saying, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Can I have your number?"
Yeah.
It's like I'm at the freaking and I'll have on giant freaking headphones.
Exactly.
Walking around the grocery store, getting my stuff because I don't.
Well, you shouldn't have titties.
I'm clearly asking for it because I have.
Yeah, the moment you walked out your door with titties, you asked for it.
And I was asking for it in my jammy pants and my hoodie.
But see, now, honestly, I'm different than a lot of guys. See, I think personally, I have a weird thing. I guess it's weird. I think women are sexier when they're in sweatpants or jammy pants and t-shirts. I think that for some reason I've always thought, just natural is sexier than all. I don't mind all fixed up. I like all dolled up. That's cool too. But I'm just saying, I prefer, when I see a chick, I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
But I am not going to apologize for being a straight man either. And fuck that shit. I'm going to be honest with you. If you catch me looking at your ass, then hey.
Yeah. Hey, look
if I didn't grab it or say, "Ooh, baby, your ass is awesome," then I'm not being a sexist.
Staring is two. But like Taddy made a good point. A lot of dudes would be like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? You look pretty. Oh, I'm not interested. Well, fuck your fat ass then. I don't even know why I said shit.
Yeah, I'll call him a slut.
Or you're a slut or you're ugly. Like, what were you talking to her in the first place for? Like, I don't get that. But it happens a lot.
Oh my God, it does. I actually yelled at somebody. I was downtown a few years ago. I was downtown going to a concert, and I had a minor with me. We were going to a Harry Connick Jr. concert. Mm-hmm. Minor was about 13 years old. We were dressed up. It was at a really nice.
Awful young to be coal mining, though.
So we were going to a concert. Walking back, there was a dude who was standing outside a liquor store, just started hollering all kinds of just stuff at me in front of this little girl. And so I'm like, I've had it today. I turned around and just yelled at him all kinds of profanities. And I just was like, "You smell like cheese. Does your mama know you're out here? Don't she go to church down the street? Would you want her to see you doing this? What the hell's wrong with you? You're disgusting." So I just went off and I was like, I'm probably going to die today. So after I went off, and then what was weird was that nobody batted an eye about him screaming this stuff at me. But when I started saying something, everybody stopped. They're like, "Oh,
the lady's
doing?"
Yeah. I understand. But look, I try my best to be as woke as I possibly can. But I also want to let everybody know, just because we're straight guys don't mean we bad either. No. And we're going, I'm not going to apologize for doing straight guy shit. I'm just not going to do it. If I look, like you said, staring and looking is two different things. I get that. But if a girl walks by and I check out the ass, I am not a sexist. I am not an asshole. I am just a guy who's attracted to the female body, and I ain't going to apologize for that shit.
There's just a way to do it and a way to not do it.
Well, I usually pull out my dick and start jerking off, but still.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah, that's the way I look, okay?
You look by whacking.
Yes. It's called the whacker look. No, but I understand that females have to deal with a lot of bullshit. I get that. And I can understand. But sometimes guys who are you also got to be understanding to us too, that we don't go through what you go through, right? We don't go through that. So sometimes that when we just we're in it, some of the guys are doing it innocently, but we get accused of it because you've had to deal with 100 other fucking assholes. I get that you had to deal with 100 other assholes, but you also got to be a little bit understanding that all of us aren't assholes. We're just being guys.
You know what, though? I feel like this is the same thing like race issues. Mm-hmm. You'll hear somebody, for me, I'll hear somebody white say some shit that sounds racist.
Yeah.
It can be somebody I know. Now, is it up to me to try to decode whether each individual white person that says some racist shit is actually a racist or is just ignorant or just whatever, provocative or whatever? You know, no, it's like some people will, some people won't. I'm not one of those people. I'm not trying to discern who's the real racist and who's the faux racist. So I understand when women say, I'm not trying to find out who's the creep and who has.
Right. They don't wear signs. They don't wear signs.
I understand that, but I also think it's way more nuanced than that.
There is. It's not cut and dry in any respect. And yes, sometimes there are women who jump the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's guys who are too aggressive. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all about balance. Yeah, there's.
And I think it's the same thing with the race issue. I mean, I think there's more like me, right? Okay, because I'm a comedian, and I honestly believe there's a difference between being racial and being racist. Racial humor is not always racist.
Right.
It's not. But you got to know how to be a humor. You got to know humor before you try to do racial humor.
Yeah,
because it could come off as racist. I do racial humor sometimes, but I try my best to like set it up to where everybody knows that I'm not being a racist. It's just, and I also do like I don't. There's no reason to say the fucking N-word, or there's just no reason to say that. And it's also you can tell like if I come up here and say, "Hey, he eats watermelon chicken," you know I'm being a racist.
Right.
That's racist. But if I make a like an obvious joke about cookouts or something like that, that's not being a racist.
You know that you ever watch Always Sunny?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay, I forget her name, but it's Juanitez or some shit like that. She's the Puerto Rican. She wears the brown skin, and they also got away with doing Lethal Weapon, doing Riggs and Murtaugh, and doing blackface. It's just and Tropic Thunder got away with doing blackface. It's really how you and I love Tropic Thunder is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that character is one of my favorite characters because it's just done so well.
And it's exactly. So I'm glad you brought that up because some people try to bring that up. Say, well, why aren't we canceling Robert Downey Jr.? Because they weren't being racist.
They were making fun of the fact that white people have done this.
Exactly. You got to get the content of it. You got to the intent of it. It does matter. The intent does matter. But I understand that now. And it's also what's that famous artist from the way back in the day who used to do blackface? People call him a racist all the time. But actually, if you look into it, this guy was doing it to actually bring attention to people being racist. Mm-hmm. So which is, I would never do blackface in any way. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would never do that. Yeah, you do it all the time. But like I said, like me and Miss Parker had a wonderful conversation about this a couple weeks ago, live. We had it live, and I said, I admit it. I was raised with all my friends were black, so I was allowed to say that around it, which. I was like, okay, but then I grew up and understood, wait a minute, this ain't right. Then I changed. Now, it was recently, but, at least but I can't apologize for being stupid in the past, but I can't show how I'm sorry through my actions. That's the way I do it. Mm-hmm. I don't say them. That's like it took me forever not to say the R word. Because that was just built in my fucking vocabulary. Right. I'd call everybody the worst of the word. I would say that by everybody, the R word. And then eventually I had to stop. Like Shabby had he'll tell you this, he had an issue of saying the F word. He wasn't actually being a homophobic. It was just in his. If
you were a teenager in the 80s and 90s, that was just what you called people.
Yes.
It all the time, and it was like, and I can't, and it was weird because okay, so my little brother's gay, and it's funny because one time me and my little brother went out and we were going to an arcade, and we happened to walk through the Boys Town section of the Chicago area, and it was the first time I ever saw a gay pride parade, and it was like, look, this dude's stealing this other guy's wallet. He was just had his hand in his boyfriend's pocket. And when we both realized what was going on, we ran off, and it was so stupid, Like, what were we scared of? And it's like me and a gay kid, gay parade. It's just like we were conditioned to believe that being gay was this flaw.
Yeah. And it's bad. And like I said, I think a lot of us have realized that some of our words are bad and we need to change it. It's like there's no real reason to say the N word or the F word. There's really not these days. You don't have to say. You can be funny you can tell jokes about certain groups of people without being a racist. You can. You can tell jokes about Asian people without being racist. You can tell jokes about me being a honky ass cracker. Because that's what I am. I'm a honky ass cracker. But
Oh,
anyways,
gosh.
without go ahead. Yeah, a lot of people don't even know that's where it came from. But
Oh my goodness.
a lot of people don't know that's what cracker means. That it was because of the sound of the fucking whip.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
I learned something today.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Oh no. I live almost under a rock.
Wow.
It's like
that's what it means.
I like learning new things. So
that's where it came from because of the sound, the crack. The crack of the whip. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That is really just, but appropriate. Given the past.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But now, see, I have to stop Shabby from being racist a lot.
You gotta curb yourself.
Especially like when there's black people on the show. Like yesterday, right? When he heard Miss Parker say the N-word, you can tell his lips automatically go, no, Shabby, you can't do it.
You gotta go on a nigga diet.
Say Shabby, he said it, okay?
It's not for you.
It's not for you. That's not your word.
It's not like you turn to Shab like, no.
Oh my goodness.
What I want
a spray bottle.
Have you seen that?
Mrs. got a little spray bottle. She sprays them.
Have you seen that new show on Netflix? The guy, he's a dog trainer.
Speaking of dogs, I hear one.
Yeah, that's my dog.
That's funny. This dude is he's like the opposite of Cesar Millan. He his dogs, and it's a really good show. I'll just say it.
By the way, right quick, thank you, Mel. Mel gave 20 to finish the go. I appreciate it, Mel.
Thank you.
Yeah, we made the go today, so I appreciate that. We're down to 24 goals to bring Landy back. Now, also, if we make another 50, don't have to, but if we make another 50, I will do another month of Fridays. But thank you all for helping me get to go. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
You're awesome.
Landon's gonna come back.
Yeah, but Atlanta did have one rule: the last 10 goals have to be higher than what I've been setting them.
So get ready for 101.
Yes, that was my dog Frodo, Billy.
Frodo.
Yes,
Frodo.
rescue from the Humane Society.
Were they beating him?
No, his owner, we think he was hit by a car and his owner couldn't afford to pay for his leg to get fixed. So he took him to the Humane Society and he had him there. And so we adopted him after that.
Does he have all 4 legs?
No, he's okay. He has an extra toe though. So it's funny. And he's very sensitive about his extra toe.
Oh, poor baby.
But he has effectively kept us free from ninja and pirate attacks the entire time he's been here. So it's been great.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. You don't see no ninjas or pirates there, do you? That's right.
No, not at all. He's done a great job of that, and he's protected us primarily from the neighborhood cats and squirrels. So I
love squirrels. Missy, shut up, Missy. Don't, Missy.
Squirrels are the worst.
Man, fuck you.
No.
See, he knows.
Squirrels are cute from a distance, but when you get close to them, within like 20 feet, you realize 2 things. One, they're disgusting little rats.
They're not.
They're rats with fluffy tails.
Cans, and they eat all your food and they throw it out of the garbage can and fucking make a big mess.
I love
they terrorize my garden, and I will shoot them every chance I get with my BB gun, and I do not care what you say.
I love squirrels. See,
shotgun.
Y'all don't like squirrels, but I bet y'all like cats.
Hell yeah, my cat is the best, dude.
See, cats are the worst creature on the fucking planet.
Cat is not a rat with a fluffy tail.
Cats are soul stealers, is what they are.
No, stupid? My cat's not stupid. My cat's
soul stealers.
I didn't say stupid. I said soul stealers.
Oh yeah,
they can go ahead and steal as many souls as they want to.
Dogs are the master race.
Oh my goodness.
Master race. I got a
We
cat.
don't deserve dogs. We don't deserve dogs.
Well, because that's nothing should be that loyal. Honestly, nature fucked up there. Nothing should be that stupidly.
But
loyal.
we like bred them to be loyal to us
Yeah.
like that. We kept the ones that were super loyal and bred them that way.
But they are so loyal, dude, and they love you. Like I watched the video the other day, it was so fucking sweet. There's this little girl, she's like 3 or 4. She was trying to get up on the bed and she couldn't. So the dog goes over and lets her step on him. He lays down and lets her step on him and use him for a step, and she gets on the bed. It's so cute. God almighty, I love the doggies.
My dog used to poop on the floor.
Oh my god. My dog, I
miss my
think,
baby.
has anxiety issues because, you know, she'll come up to me and she'll just be like, I can't deal. And I'll just pick her up and hold her, and then she'll just stop and she'll be like, okay, I feel better now. So I don't know, once we start going back to actual regular lectures, I might actually have to bring Nina with me and have her just sit on the
I've got
like,
an extra, yeah.
here
I've
we
got an
go.
extra close to my mom's dog. Like my mom's got a little dog named Rosie. She's sweet. But since my dog passed, Diesel, I miss him so much.
Oh.
I had a pit, and he was awesome.
Pit bulls
But-
are sweet dogs. It's just
They
a
are.
stigma. It's
They've got a bad rep.
owners.
Yeah, exactly. Most of the dogs that are like mean pits, they're usually because the owner wants them to be mean.
Yeah, that's what that is.
And you know, because what people don't realize, pits used to actually be nanny dogs back in the day. They were actually bred to be nanny dogs.
Like the Peter Pan film, except they had a Saint Bernard, like the little animated Peter Pan film. They call
I had
him
a Saint Bernard one time, a long time ago. I had a Saint Bernard.
Really?
Yeah, his name was Bruno, and on his registration paper, his name was Bruno's the Coming.
Okay. Pip, did you say your dog's name was Diesel?
Yes.
Okay, this is crazy. And Mel, you said you had a 3-legged dog?
No. He has 4 legs. He has 4 legs. They fixed his leg, but he has one of his.
Okay.
He's an extra toe.
Yeah,
That show I was talking about, one of the dogs' name is Diesel, and the other dog either got shot. It didn't get hit by a car, but it got shot.
Oh, okay.
It's a good show though. The episodes end well, so really good show. It's not a sad show.
Yeah, I tell you the show I'm starting to watch here. It started yesterday because I've been looking for something to watch. It's called Banshee. You ever seen that?
No.
It's on HBO Max.
Oh,
It's really, it's actually pretty decent looking. I'm liking it.
I've been watching Barry. Barry is pretty funny. He's
Very
a
funny.
hitman who decides to become an actor.
Yeah, Bill Hader.
Yeah, Bill Hader.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's a good show. It's a very good show.
Oh my god, that show is hilarious.
And you know, it won a bunch of Emmys and stuff. It's a really good show. I mean, the actors well casted. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm in the 2nd season now. I think I finished PBS though. I think I've made it all the way through PBS because now I'm watching a Russian Sherlock Holmes that's based in England. So I've officially finished PBS.
CBS All Access turned into Paramount Plus.
what?
Yeah, and there's a show on Paramount called Yellowstone. You ever seen it? Kevin Costner. It's a pretty good show.
I
another,
can't find another streaming service. I've had it with them.
That's why I can't do it.
Yeah, but see, I dropped a lot of the ones I had, so I'm probably going to pick that one up because I do like Yellowstone, and now there's a Yellowstone universe. They got 2 more spinoffs coming from that show because it's so popular. So yeah, I like it when they do that, like the Walking Dead universe. I like that shit.
Have you watched Nick Cage's history of swear words on Netflix?
I have not, but I heard it was pretty good.
It's pretty funny. I like that. They actually pull in experts in language and history, and they sit there and talk about the history of certain swear words.
That's pretty cool. I heard it was good though. Shabby, you got anything to say? No?
Yeah, I just took a big fat dab. When's Midwest gonna take a dab? I've never seen him take a dab, and I don't believe that he smokes weed.
I thought you weren't going to say dab there for a second, but another D word.
I got you. I'm not gonna
By the way, we got 47 people watching, 30 likes. Get to 40 likes, people. Thumbs to the eye.
Oh my god. What is that?
That's weed, Shabby.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Is that what
It's oregano or oregano.
Did you just say English?
Oregano.
Is that what this is?
That was this is?
Is that what this is?
It's oregano.
Oregano.
Look.
It's Italian herb.
Yeah. Rip. rip. See, Pimp's too much of a bitch to do that.
I did just rip my pants.
Oh yeah.
No, dude, you know why I don't smoke weed. So shut the fuck up.
I just got a bunch of weed all over my pants.
I mean, I have to find the strains because there are certain strains out there that will help with your blood pressure, and there's certain strains that will make your blood pressure rise. And I have to be very careful about my blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit in here.
I'm a lightweight motherfucker though. I used to not be in my younger days, but now I smoke a little bit. I go to sleep.
Time to go night, huh?
Mm-hmm. But see, weed was, I used to do a lot of weed, but that was never my choice. My number one choice, of course, everybody knows I was an opiate addict. So, yeah, that was my thing. Yeah.
Everybody's got something they're weak in. Because, like, I can smoke most people under the table.
Yeah.
But I'm like 2-shot Larry. And then, even then, I'm feeling shitty, and the next day I don't feel too good.
I used to be a big drinker, but I can count on, like last year, I drank one time last year.
I've had some superpower nights, like when I've had to perform and when I've had to like be around people for a long time. Sometimes I can dig deep and do like all drinking all night. And then I went to Punta Cana for 6 days, and we drank the entire fucking time I was there. But beyond that, I can't really drink.
You went to Punta Cana?
Yeah, I went to Punta Cana. They cut your foot off at the last day.
Oh, God. That's terrible.
Wow.
I went to Punta Cana.
And I guarantee you this will happen. Shabisky, where does the what famous film does the character Kunta Kinte come from? He will not know this, by the way.
Clue. I'm giving you hints.
It's a Disney film, Shabisky.
It's not a Disney film.
Yeah, that's what they sing. Let it go.
Yeah. Let them go. Let them go. It's Roots, Shabisky.
Roots?
I was going to say it's a film with Charlton Heston.
With Charlton Heston.
Shabisky don't know that. You know
White
what?
people playing people in the desert.
What was that? One night we was showing him pictures of famous celebrities and stuff, and he didn't know any of them. He didn't know nobody, but he guessed one. What was that you guessed? Who was it, Shabisky? You guessed to be somebody else, and it was like the furthest thing it could have been. You don't remember, do you? I don't either.
It was like a black guy singer, and I guessed a like total different white guy.
Yeah, it was a black singer, and he guessed him to be a white actor.
Damn.
No, I think it was a singer that I guessed, but it was just a total different one.
It was pretty bad.
Style.
He didn't know nobody. He didn't know who nobody was that night. He didn't know who AC/DC was. He didn't know, like, he's supposed to be in the rap music. He didn't know who NWA was.
Wow.
Those Negroes with attitude.
You can't say that. You can say the NWA part, but you can't say what he just said,
Northwest Airlines.
Yeah. That's what NWA means, Shabisky. Northwest Airlines.
Okay.
Now it's Delta. Delta merged with Northwest years ago.
They did, actually. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Conan the Barbarian Gage. So that's where Kunta Kinte's from. Conan the Barbarian.
Yes.
That Gage.
That's what it is, Gage.
Hear the lamentations of the women.
Oh my God.
It's the Matrix. It's the Matrix. That's where.
But no, in Shabisky's defense, he doesn't watch a lot of films or anything, and and plus when he does watch them, he sucks because he said that Monty Python was boring.
You keep on saying that, and then I have to keep correcting you and saying that there was a part I really liked of the golden whatever the fuck that one was called. I liked when he went into the castle and he started whooping everybody's ass, and it was hilarious. Okay, but it was like pretty dull. It wasn't that great until then.
Life of Brian is pretty hilarious.
Life of Brian is awesome.
But
he's talking. But he watched the Holy Grail. Is what he watched.
Life of Brian's better. Watch that one.
I don't know if it's better, but it's good.
I like it better. I think it's funny, particularly when they are sitting around and they're talking about the oppression that's going on and
but
how
everybody. I will say this: everybody doesn't get British humor. And British humor is different than American humor. It really is.
Well, we Swadwick.
Yeah, that's like when people ask me what British comedies would I watch if recommend. I always recommend Are You Being Served? It's an old British comedy that I used to watch all the time when I was a kid. It's fucking hilarious.
Fawlty Towers, Benny Hill.
Benny Hill's amazing.
IT's a good one.
IT is pretty good.
IT is good. IT is good.
Red Dwarf. Original Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf, yeah, original Red Dwarf.
Not caring for the newer one.
See, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know about Red Dwarf. I knew about it. I never watched it until Red Eye started telling me. And then I kind of checked in on it. And it's really good. But now IT, now you can watch that on Netflix, Shabisky.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good. It's a good show to watch.
When they tried to auction the internet, it was in a box. Here's the whole internet in this black box.
Yeah, exactly. I'm one that always thinks like when in any country remakes another country's shows, it usually sucks. Like when British usually remakes our shows, they suck. When we remake their show, but now we did do one show right, and that was The Office.
I can't watch that anymore because it felt entirely too much like my last job when I was in industry.
Dude,
I'm like, it is so cringy because it reminds me of my former boss. And I used to love it. And now when I watch it, I'm like, oh God, this is my old job.
Now I think we did Shameless right too. Shameless. So now some people actually say the American version of Shameless is better than the British version.
It is.
I don't agree. I think they both have their charm. So
I think it's better just because I can identify with the American.
I understand, but you live in Chicago too, so there you go.
It's more realistic, yeah.
Yeah, you can actually. That's like when I see movies and shows about like Memphis, right? Even though I don't live in, I go to Memphis. I used to go to Memphis all the fucking time. I know Memphis well. I used to work there and shit. So like when I see shows in Memphis, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that place. Yeah. So it's cool to watch stuff that you're familiar with, and you can really relate to. Like, I'm sure when Shabisky watches That Big Dumbass, he relates.
Who?
I just never mind.
Oh,
And when Missy watches anything with hot air balloons, she's there's my chest.
Oh,
because she's got boobies.
Chesticles, sir.
She's got big boobies, and hot air balloons look like big boobies.
I don't know. I don't think you've seen enough breasts.
Yeah.
Show me. Let me see if I have or not.
Is that like what's his name in 40-year-old version? He's like, what does it feel like? It's like a bag of sand, right?
A bag of sand. What's that? American Pie, right? No.
That's funny.
No, a pussy does not feel like an apple pie.
And if it does, she needs to go to the doctor.
Yes.
Why is it chunky? I don't know.
Why? What's those big slices in your cooch there?
Oh gosh. Oh, ugh. One of the things I used to do is look up stuff where women had inserted different things into their vaginal cavity, and then they go to the doctor and they've got this raging infection. And don't put food in there. Don't put flavored lube in there if it has sugar. Don't do any of that, because that's how you get a raging infection.
It is. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to end 5 minutes early today because I'm about to piss my pants. So we're going to go 2 more minutes. So anybody, Midwest and Sinusville, y'all got anything to plug today?
You want to go first, Midwest?
Yeah. If you want to go check out Midwest Maverick, I grow weed. I make rap music. I talk shit. Holla at me.
Holla at your boy.
This Saturday, I'm supposed to have Doc Savage on my channel again. He hasn't been on in a little while. And we're going to talk about the vaccines, COVID vaccines. There's a whole lot of wrong information going around. So he's coming back on.
Yeah, like it's real. That's,
Yeah. So he'll take your questions if you have questions. And we're going to talk about the current stupid conspiracy theories that are running around about the vaccine, and because he's a world-renowned immunologist, and that's his bread and butter. Yeah. So he's coming on.
Is he still hurt?
Huh?
Is he still hurt?
Does he still hurt?
Is he still hurt? Didn't he hurt his shoulder or something like that?
Doc Savage? No.
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 There you go. I don't know.
No.
No, he's doing all right. He's out in the Netherlands.
Shabwab. Set up, Shab.
Yeah, babe.
Are you going live today?
Yeah, but everyone should follow us on our Twitter, though. We're getting more followers on there. Here's the link in the chat.
Yeah, because and Missy, you got to start doing more on the Twitter, girl. Me and Shabby getting tired of it.
Yeah. We're getting tired of this shit, man.
Missy's the only one. Missy runs the Twitter, but
Sam, yeah, that's who it was. I'm sorry, I was thinking the same.
But Shabby will be going live today, so make sure you check that out. Missy is. What are you doing today?
I'll probably go hang with Shab.
Don't do that. You're too good for him. You need to go like hang out with somebody cool, like Negs.
Yeah. Someone real smart like Negs, you know?
Yeah.
Next
Or
gross.
someone so famous like Tragic who gets way more views than I do because yeah.
Oh my goodness. Sam is not the same as Doc Savage. Those are two different people.
I know.
Yes.
I just heard
Sam Savage is a good name though.
I heard doc and scientist, and it kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's all right.
Well, we just created a whole new person though, Sam Savage.
Sam Savage.
That's a good wrestling name. I'm Sam Savage. Kiss me at SummerSlam.
You want some of my Sam Savage?
Oh,
Anyways, thank you both for coming on today. You were great guests as always. I appreciate you guys. Shabisky, you suck today, man. I'm sorry, but Missy, you always live up to the hype, baby. Yeah, but
I'm Missy. If you read my name tag right here, I'm actually Missy.
Yeah, but
so
we say what Missy's name is.
Missy
was MissyAnn.
I don't know what that means, but I am MissyAnn. Okay, and thank you for.
I wish I'd never showed y'all could change your names on here. Because ever since that day. Anyways, thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, tipping. Thank you for helping me get that goal today. I appreciate it very much. Make sure you check out tomorrow. I don't know exactly who's going to be on, but somebody will be here. It may be just Missy. No, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.